What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the video. I'm assuming if you're here, you're either an OG member or you're waiting on your 300L. So I've had mine for going on 2 months now. I did have to reserve it. Thankfully, I have a buddy that works at a dealership, so he was able to make that happen for me. But I know many of you out there are waiting for your bikes to get here and don't really know what's going on. And I'm not sure why Honda has left people in the dark, but there is a recall with the 300L and a few different motorcycles. As you're gonna find out here in a bit, it's a very stupid recall and it's left a lot of people angry and impatient waiting to get their bikes. But it's a nice evening. How about we finish this video up on the 300L and go for a ride?
All right, it's been a couple weeks since I've ridden this thing. I am really looking forward to this. Don't mind my floppy turn signal. Parts are still on back order. Woo! I need to trim that. Just got a branch to the face. I know there's probably a lot of you out there that are jealous that I'm out doing this on this bike because many of you are patiently awaiting your 300L delivery. But I can assure you it is worth the wait. I love this bike. Should we jump the pig? Should we jump the pig? No, 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 yes. Oh! Softy, softy, soft. Alright, let's hit some back roads. Woo! That was a good one. Just shifted into fifth. Oh, so smooth. There's a deer up there. This is the old four-wheeler stomping grounds, which we recently sold. So if you were a Rubicon fan, I am sorry to inform you that it's no longer. But it went to a subscriber, it went to a good home, so maybe we'll see some pictures and videos of it. He was definitely pretty excited to purchase it. So what the hell is the wait? Why is the 300L so hard to get? There are a lot of companies out there that are having problems at the docks right now. So there's a demand for laborers that just aren't being met, mostly obviously thanks to COVID. But there's a shortage of dock workers, so that has a lot to do with it. But there is actually a recall with the 300L and several other bikes. No, it is not for the turn signal, although it should be. Whoever thought that would be a good idea to build this into this cheap, flimsy, plastic one-piece tail design should punch themselves in the head. Granted, they probably didn't expect flaming redheads to come flying out of the woods and whiskey throttle into them, but that's another story. So I've actually fixed my bike already, but the recall was for a reflector on the rear fender. That whale tail that hangs down here, which most people are going to delete anyways. Yes, a lot of you are waiting on your 300L because of a stupid reflector. I don't know specifically what the issue was. Maybe it was just a malfunction with the bracket. Regardless, pretty silly. And like I said, most people are going to delete it anyways. I know there are several companies out there that have already came out with a fender eliminator for these bikes. Although I would like to do something completely different, just get rid of these turn signals and the tail light and just get something a lot more slimline. I really like the integrated turn signals they have with the 450X. Regardless, that's what a lot of you guys out there are waiting on, is a reflector fix. But also, most bikes right now are hard to get because of the shipping delays. And then you add a recall into things and it's just going to delay everything more. But who would have thought a little reflector off of a Huffy bike would cause such a delay? Woo-hoo-hoo! Getting comfortable on this thing. I need to get a gripper cover for the seat because I'm sliding all over the place in these polyester pants. But I think we'll go hit some back roads really quick, enjoy this beautiful summer weather. You got to make the most of every day here in Ohio because good weather is limited here. Little swerve action. Oh man, this bike is so smooth. So I do have a lot of plans for the 300L. A lot of you are looking forward to the Supermoto wheels. Some of you weren't. Most likely I am going to get a set of Warp 9s. The white ones, like I said, were for the 250L, which we're still rocking the front forks from the 250L. But we still need to build up the 250L, so I'm going to have to swap the factory forks back onto this bike. And then I'll probably get another set of Warps, because like I said, it literally takes 10 minutes to swap over. I'd like to do some trips back down to the tail of the Dragon and ride the twisties, and it's just a lot more fun with more meaty tires. But until that happens, we're going to be changing something up with the handlebars very soon. We're actually going to be trying out Rocky Mountain's Fat Bar. We're going to throw some Bark Busters with integrated turn signals on here. The Fat Bars are CR high, so they're going to have a nice tall rise to them, as well as the height that you get with the adapter from the 7/8 to the Fat Bar. So it should be a lot more comfortable to stand up on. We're going to go ahead and do some double take mirrors, get rid of these stock crappy mirrors that I'm surprised haven't broken already. I've been using them as Bark Busters. They've taken a pretty good beating, honestly. But a lot of the bikes in the past, I would just not run mirrors and use my head. But since I am riding this as a legitimate dual sport, I put a lot of street miles on it. I would like to have some decent mirrors. Other than that, this bike really isn't set up to carry a lot of luggage, so I think we're going to do a rackless system from Tusk. I'm just going to put together a super minimalist camping setup, just all of the light backpacking gear, and do a little mini ADV build with this bike. I am trying to get it set up to go moto camping very soon. We're probably going to do a tank bag as well. I do want to run a 12-volt accessory plug, that way we can charge our phone and use the GPS and whatnot. But even the handlebar setup is just going to completely change the look of the bike, especially when we get rid of these front turn signals. I'm really looking forward to seeing how it turns out. We also have some Tusk D-Sports that I'm going to be spooning onto the factory wheels, so I'll do a video on that, give you my best tips on putting tires on. I've done it many times now, and I'd like to think that I've finally got it down packed. But I really hope you guys get your bikes soon. I know Jake the Garden Snake was waiting on his for months, and he finally got his. Pretty crazy how one minor defect can cause such a delay, but it is what it is. I'd probably be a little bit more upset if I had put money down and I was still waiting. Thankfully, I didn't have to do that. But I'm curious to see what Honda will do next year with the 300L with the introduction of the KLX 300 SM. I know overseas they have the M model, at least with the 250L, which is the factory Supermoto setup. I think it would be kind of silly if the States didn't adopt that, especially with the KLX Supermoto. I can tell you that they would sell very well. It would save a lot of people the hassle of having to go out and spend an extra $1,500 on some Warp 9s. I guess the benefit is you're going to have two sets of wheels then. Myself included, I'm going to be switching back and forth between the dirt setup to the Warp 9s pretty often. So I guess that'll be nice that I have both. But there are a lot of people out there that are buying these bikes to ride on the street and would rather have the 17-inch setup. There's a lot of haze in the sky today, which we don't normally get out here in the country. It was a weird day. I thought I was seeing things. It was just like smoky all day. But I think it's time to put the Sport in dual sport and go have some fun. Oh, holy crap. Somebody bust some deer corn out here. I have no idea why it's this muddy. Was not expecting that. Thankfully, we got the right tires for it. Dude, it is a mud pit down here. I'm talking four-wheeler heaven. I ain't got no candy. Old Honda Pilot creeping on me. Oh, this is the spot where I met my buddies at down here, and I had to have help getting up this hill because it was slick, and I was on the stock tires though, so I should be alright with the Trackmasters. These roots are gnarly. Alright, here we go, here we go. Oh yeah, old Trackmasters ate it up. Stuff is slick. Looks like clay. Then you get on these roots and it's extra slick. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Almost took a bath there in the muck. I'd like to go up there. Alright. Guess it wouldn't be an Adventure Daily 300L video without dumping it. That was pretty stupid. Now's when you get to watch me blow my back out lifting this thing up. Uphill. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, man. Gotta love it. Buy a dual sport, they said. It'd be fun. It would be fun. Man. Yeah, as you can see, there's roots down there mixed with that muck. This was not a good recipe. I guess I gotta do something here. I can't just keep looking at it. It's not gonna get unstuck for me. Uh-oh. Hoping to bring my front end down the hill. Dude, this thing's gonna end up in the river. No joke. Come on. Oh, thank you. Mosquitoes. I really need your help. Maybe we'll try to get on the bike and ride it. All right. We're getting somewhere. Woo! 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 Come on. Oh. If only you knew how slick this stuff was. I think you can tell right here is a good example. Dude, this stuff is like ice skating. I need a set of ice skates for the 300. Oh my gosh. I legitimately think we're gonna end up in the river. Just slid sideways up that. Oh, we made it back to shore. Holy. I was not expecting to get into some gnarly stuff tonight. I should know better by now. Some of that mud off my tire. But for those of you that are watching that have a 300L already, or even the 250L, let me know what your favorite part is about the bike. For me, I gotta say the power. It's a nice upgrade. It's plenty smooth, very smooth. And overall, it's just a really comfortable bike to ride. And what in the hell am I doing? There's a heron up here, and I'm literally about to ride in the river. Yep, we're gonna ride through the river and hope to God we don't lay it down, but we are literally in the river. Oh my God, guys. What the hell am I thinking? Oh my. Oh, that's some muddy, wet feet right there. God, that was so stupid. Dude, that was like 3 feet deep. Dude, I don't know where all of this water came from. We didn't even get rain recently. I'm going back to the streets, man. I'm done. Dude, we're drifting. Literally. Oh, I got some soupy socks now. That was a great decision. You guys better hit that damn thumbs up button. Funny thing is, I actually have some dual sport boots coming in the mail tomorrow that would have saved my feet. Day late and $1 short, but I will be reviewing those dual sport boots as well. Scooped them up on Amazon, open box for $130. I think they're originally $250, so quite the deal. Regardless, super budget boot. On the opposite end of the spectrum, you have like CD ADV boots going for like $500. But I just wanted to hop on here mainly and tell you what's going on behind the scenes, why there's a delay with these bikes, why they're hard to get. It's definitely a combination of things, but that recall is pretty silly. But if you are new, make sure you subscribe down below, dropping non-stop 300L content. Got some big trips planned. Like I said, we're going to do a lot of modifications to this bike to get it moto camping ready, and it should be a fun little ADV machine. But if you enjoyed seeing me swamp my shoes and almost drown the bike, drop a like below. And until the next video, we'll see you then.